What would you do? What would you do if your house is being bombed and your city's being bombed and the little girls are being taken for child brides? What would you do? Would you stay there? And so I want a spirit in my life of compassion. I want to look at them and say, I want to welcome you, and I want to be a compassionate person. All around the world, there's conflict. People are being forced out of their cities, and there's no place for them to call home. And so when it comes to even why I started working in the arena of refugees or immigrants, it comes from the old Martin Luther King Jr. quote that history will have to record not the ardent clamor of the bad people, but actually the appalling silence of the good people. But it was this quote in the back of my head, I can't be silent anymore. I can't be silent anymore, but I need to know more, and I need to get my hands literally dirty working in this camp. And so as we were there, we provided food, as we provided clean clothes, because often they're coming and everything they own is gone. And so what can we give them to demonstrate that there is a God who cares about them? There is a God who's welcoming them to this place. And the interesting thing is, as bad as that place was, it provided this space that they could actually hear about Jesus. There's an old African proverb, so I can't hear your words over the roaring of my stomach. And so Unto is committed that when they land in, whether it's a refugee camp or a vision clinic, water filter trips, agriculture trips that are humanitarian based, we're committed to providing aid, and we're committed to providing clothing and food, that there is a hot meal, there is a blanket. And so as we show our faith, we get these opportunities to talk about Jesus, because it's always the need and the gospel, or the gospel and the need, and so they go together, and we cannot separate them. We can't. And I think most everybody knows Jesus was a refugee, but do you know that there's over 400 verses that where the Bible's talking about refugees, immigrants, the foreigner amongst us, and how we're to welcome them and how we're to treat them like they're us, and to love them and to care for their causes. Jesus himself, at that one point when he says, when I was hungry, you fed me. When I was naked, you clothed me. And so when I was thirsty, you gave me something to drink. And they're like, when did we see you like that? And he said, when you did it to the least of these. And so when we come alongside the immigrant, the asylum seeker, the foreigner, and we provide these basic needs that they have, we're following in the very footsteps of Jesus. And we're meeting their physical needs. But not only meeting their physical needs, but we're also talking about their greatest need, and that's a need to know Jesus, their need to have their sins forgiven, to have a Savior. And so that's the reason. I couldn't sit back and be silent knowing what was going on in these camps, and I can't sit back and be silent here. That we have to be a welcoming community. We have to say, come join, come stay in my house. Come, I'll go shopping with you. Come, I'll help you learn English. I'll help you fill out forms. I will go to the grocery store with you, just like someone did with me when I was overseas. And I'd be like, this is terrible milk. And they'd say, that's not milk, that's yogurt. And I'm like, okay, thanks for telling me that. I won't buy that anymore for my cereal. And so if there's an immigrant community in your city, look around. Who's providing food? Who's providing clothing? Who's providing English classes? Who's providing financial classes? And look at those places and volunteer. Simple things every believer can do is by befriending someone who is new to our country. And then you get to tell your story. And your personal story is your most effective evangelistic tool. That Jesus changed my life And because he changed my life, he's called me to love the foreigner, to love the immigrant, and to welcome people coming. And I'm just doing what Jesus would do.